Hey everyone, how's it going today? I am going to talk to you guys a little bit about Limelight's Botanical Foundation. It is a lot different than the foundations you are probably used to using. It is a wax-based product, so it doesn't have any oil or water to it. They come in little pans like these and their own individual. Just like that, a little magnetic clamp. I'm a little obsessed. I keep 4 of them around. I'm actually in between shades right now. I've been doing a little tanning because I live in North Dakota and we don't survive without some extra vitamin D this time of year. So I'm actually between. I usually use a Shinto 2 and I'm mixing a little bit of Shinto 3 in it right now. So I'm kind of going back and forth with those. I also have in here a Shinto 0 I use for highlighting, and an Olive 4 I use for contouring. So, if you haven't ever tried the foundation, I recommend using kind of a fluffier brush to give you just the feel of how pigmented the foundation is. It is 50% pigmented, which is a lot more than what you're used to. Most of them are 18 to 30%. And using this, I'll just do a little bit on my chin. I have a few methods I want to show you, so I don't want to get crazy here. You just dab the fluffy brush in there a little bit so you have some product on there. It does not take much at all. And just rub that around in circles, work it into your skin. We'll do this section here. Just this little bit I had loaded on here would probably do half of your face, honestly. This kind of just gives you a nice light coverage if you don't like full coverage. And also, I like to use this buffer brush. This buffer brush works good, really good, if you have wrinkles you need to get into, if you have acne, scarring or anything, to swirl that around in there. And I'm actually going to show you how to turn this into more of a liquid foundation, or like a BB cream almost. I use Limelight's Must Do. It's just a booster. It's an extra layer of moisture. I do put it on my face sometimes before I put my foundation on. Kind of gives it a nice dewy glow. But today I am going to actually just put one little drop in. We'll use my Shinto 2 here. By little, I mean little. I mean, that was almost a little bit too much. And you can just swirl it around here with the brush. And don't worry, it's not going to change your consistency of your makeup at all. You're probably going to use everything that you did put in here if this is how you want to use it. And we'll do this side over here. How's the lighting here? Do we need a little more? There we go. I already have my eyes done, which works well if you have trouble with your shadow flaking off onto your face. Because then you can do your foundation afterwards and cover that all up. So I have my eyes set with concealer. The concealer is waterproof, so it works great to put around your eyes. See that nice healthy glow that gives? Whoops, just a little BB cream effect. I don't know if you guys can see the redness. That covers up really well without me even putting any concealer on here. And I have a little bit too much in there just for my face, so I like to just blot that in then with my blender sponge. Gives it a nice skin-like finish. And this foundation, it doesn't feel like you have anything on your face even after you're done. It's super light. Okay, and then while we have the sponge out here, I love this Blenderful sponge. I like to use mine damp, so I already have this wet. You squeeze out all of the moisture. I even blot it off on a towel a little bit. And then you just need like a half a turn in there. And we'll mix a little of my other color in there. Just dab that in. And you kind of just want to bounce and turn a little bit, especially if you have larger pores. And all my redness is covered up. I do have a couple little spots here. We will run some concealer over. They like to pop out sometimes. And I have a whole palette of concealer here as well. This would be the 0. 0 and 2 I like to use for highlighting, depending on what shade of foundation you are. Their number 1 is used more for redness. So if you, like I was a little red today because I'm like just post-workout, so my redness does go away. But if you are someone who has redness all the time, this number 1, you can use a brush or you can use your finger, blot it on. It's going to totally cancel out your redness. So it works great too. If you have a couple little blemish spots, just dab them on there. I always get a little red on the tip of my nose. And then their number 3 has a little bit, I don't even know if you can see it in there, a little peach tint to it, a little orangey almost. That one works great to cancel out any bluish or purple tones you have to your skin. So if you have really dark circles around your eyes, I don't have anything too crazy, but you would just blot that on underneath also. And you can do concealer before or after your foundation. Then I will just blend that a little bit with my brush or my sponge. So that already lightened up my eye area. And then I will just dab whatever was left for foundation on those spots I covered. And dab it around the eyes. Now, if you are somebody who gets really oily or throughout the day, I like to set my foundation with the translucent setting powder. This doesn't have any tint to it. You can use it on any color skin tone. I use my big brush, and it doesn't take much. One little turn in there, loaded with pigment. And I like to press that in. If you have more wrinkly skin, I would skip the powder because to me it sets in your lines, makes them more accentuated. So for my older, more mature skin ladies, I like to say to skip the powder unless you have spots like your eyelids. If they get oily throughout the day, just put a little bit on there or through your T-zone. That will keep it at bay. And the tools I use directly on my face every day, like my buffer or my sponge, I try to clean these at least every other day. Being they have direct contact with your skin, if you keep them clean, you have a less chance of causing breakouts on your face. Keep the bacteria off of them. I like to use the Come Clean by Limelight. It's their brush and sponge cleaner, and it's really nice and moisturizing. All you do is swirl your brush in there, rinse it off on your hand, brush it off, swirl it again, you're done. It doesn't take hardly any extra time to get these clean. And I do clean all of my tools once a week, but the ones that are directly on your face with foundation, try to wash those more often, especially if you have trouble with all your breakouts. And when I'm all said and done, I would like to do a little bit, just a little bit of bronzer here to finish it off. Because my eyes are already done. Bronzer, blush. I kind of have a neutral eye today, so I like just to do a little bit of bronzer on my cheek. I'm not doing anything too crazy today, so I'm not going to get too technical. Just wanted to talk to you guys all about the foundation today. So if you ever have any questions, or if you'd like me to color match you or help you find out what your perfect shade is, be sure to let me know. You can always do that at Limelight.shearbrilliance is my website address, or you can contact me through any social media you find me on. Have a wonderful day. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.